Win a pair of lower-level tickets to NXT TakeOver Toronto and $500 cash. That's the grand prize for predicting the Clash of Champions winners this Sunday night on WrestleRumble.com. The hottest ticket in professional wrestling is NXT TakeOver, and WrestleRumble.com is sending you there.
It is Chair Shot Reality on another pay-per-view weekend Clash of Champions this Sunday night on the WWE Network. Every title will be defended and then some. Justin LeBar here with you. Juice, the handiest tool in the toolbox. Springsteen. At Juicy Steen.
I mean,
once again wearing your ridiculous jacket and wrestling shirts. What's this? More Young Bucks nonsense.
Yeah. My hat's Red Dog beer.
Well, we can't. Why don't you turn around and show it? You know, you're always wearing a hat backwards. There you go. Red Dog. Yeah, you look ridiculous.
I have to look trashy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it.
Any which way, let's get into the matches. I think it should be disqualified anyways to the damn show. They're not even for titles, but nonetheless, here we go. Alicia Fox rematch up against Nia Jax. I don't think there's any suspense in this at all. It has to be more of the same, right?
It's got to be a squash. I think Nia Jax goes easily in this one. And my thinking is, where does she go from here?
That's what I mean.
Is she going to go for the title next? Or?
Does she beat Alicia Fox, and does the next night, does that begin the signaling of her first real feud?
Does whoever win in the triple threat, get decimated by her?
That would be a good call. I like the booking there, Juice.
Of course.
Put it in for your Wrestle Rumble picks. By the way, with WrestleRumble.com, I should make this note. Obviously, you make your picks worth around a certain amount of points. The top point getters get the top prizes. $500 is first place. On this Saturday coming up, the day before Clash of Champions, only on Saturday, if you go on WrestleRumble.com and you pay the $20 entry fee, where you normally would get 3 entry forms to fill out to kind of change your answers around and increase your probability, if you do the $20 entry, you will get 4 entries. So you're going to get an extra free entry only on Saturday.
You get an extra one to lose.
You get an extra. I came in 5th last time, so you better start listening to me. I'm setting you guys up for success. All right, moving on. Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho. I know you're a big Zayn fan.
The battle of the Kevin Owens friends, not friends. I think Zayn goes over here. I think he has more to gain in the mid card after this, so I don't see why he has to lose here.
I would think that too, that Zayn would go over, and Jericho's been known to just put these guys over. It doesn't hurt him at all, and it would be a great kind of argument for he and Owens to then start to have.
Of course.
While I think Zayn, I'd like to see Zayn win, I think Jericho's going to do it. I think WWE mentality, I think Vince on the final decision, I think his mentality, unless Chris can talk him different, I think Vince's mentality is Jericho's got a hot hand right now with the entertainment. Let's just go with him. Sami Zayn, you're all going to hate me. You're going to comment on this. Sami Zayn is disposable, quite frankly.
Let's say Owens retains the title. We'll get to that in the third video. Does either of these guys go against Kevin Owens in the next feud if Rollins isn't successful in winning the title?
I said back just before Owens won the title, I thought that Chris Jericho, you could have him turn babyface and he'd be a very worthy contender.
I agree with that.
Lacking incredible babyfaces on Raw with Baylor out. Again, I just don't think Zayn's at the level. I know Zayn has won some matches against Owens, but they have not put enough. It's not that he's not capable, but they haven't put enough stock in it for it to make sense.
And I think
stock in him.
I think they could, and down the line, but I don't think right now is the time for that at all. I think so.
Best of 7, wrapping it up. It is tied 3-3. Who would have thought that?
Especially after 3-0.
Especially after 3-0. Cesaro and Sheamus. Again, another non-title match. They could have just held this for Raw, but here we are.
I mean, the winner gets a title shot, right? Do you know what title it is?
They keep saying that. You're right.
Do we know what title it is?
Well, you would assume U.S.
Maybe it's tag title.
Maybe it's U.S., which I would assume.
Maybe it's cruiserweight title. Maybe
then again, you have all these pay-per-views. You could certainly get away with a couple weeks of, let's say, Cesaro challenging Kevin Owens. I would
like to see that personally. Yeah. I mean, I think if let's say it's for the WWE Universal title, and who would you pick in this match? I think it's based on what title it is, who you have to win.
Well, obviously, do you have the heel or the face? I mean, I think Cesaro wins this. You don't have Cesaro do this big comeback without him winning. Sheamus isn't going to be harmed by losing.
He doesn't really need anything.
Cesaro is the guy who is constantly under the narrative of he needs to grab the brass ring. He's being held down.
Yep.
So, he needs to win this for him to go into whatever title that it might be. Cesaro versus Rusev would be a great thing to have happen if Rusev holds on.
So do you think that happens in this next match? Great segue. Rusev versus Reigns.
I think Rusev does hold on to it. I do not see. There's no reason. Again, there's no reason for Roman Reigns to be the United States champion. Rusev needs to continue holding this. Let it go for as long as possible. And I think I wrote about it on my Friday column for the Pittsburgh Trib. I think I would love to see Roman Reigns as a possible candidate to be Braun Strowman's first real thing.
Do you think that's what he's going to do next?
I think it's possible. I think Roman Reigns, as I wrote in my column, is one of 3 possibilities for Braun Strowman. I think that would make a lot of sense because Roman Reigns, obviously, they're not putting him in the title picture right now. You put him up against a guy like it couldn't hurt that Braun Strowman could go up against a guy who's got a polarizing response from the crowd.
I know. Who do you root for in the match?
You would think that it'd be the same principles of Reigns versus Sheamus. You'd think, but then again, you have Reigns versus Rusev, and they still don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree.
Boo everybody.
I think Rusev takes this one, and I don't see any reason for Reigns. I don't know what he's supposed to do, like on the card. I think I agree with you. It's something different, just no title.
He's not going to be in the championship picture.
No.
But I don't. But him as a U.S. champion, it doesn't really. To me, it just seems.
He doesn't do anything for me in any spot, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for the guy.
I do too. I don't know. He's really stuck.
Wrong place, wrong time. Which
every time.
Daniel Bryan injured.
Yep.
You know, they take it out on him. All right, we got plenty more this weekend. 2 more videos, and plus Josh Eisenberg will join us in the final 2 videos, talking NXT as well as giving his Clash of Champions predictions. And guess what? Rennell Hunt, he'll join us as well. So much more on Chair Shot Reality. Like, subscribe, comment. Do it.